Looking ahead to tomorrow, the day that Richard Allen will learn his sentence after he was convicted last month for the Delphi murders of these two teens, Libby and Abby Williams.
A jury found Allen guilty on 4 murder charges, 2 for each girl, and he's facing between 45 to 130 years in prison.
That exact sentence will be determined tomorrow. A hearing in front of Judge Francis Gull. It begins at 9 o'clock in the morning in Carroll County. We have a team of reporters that will be there in the courtroom where they likely will be hearing emotional testimony before sentencing from the girls' families.
Emily Longnecker, who was part of our team coverage during the month-long trial, joins us now to explain what you can expect to hear tomorrow.
Richard Allen's defense team filed this sentencing memorandum. It gives a pretty good idea of what we won't be hearing at sentencing: testimony for Richard Allen or his family. Allen's defense team also says in the memo they won't be saying much either. The memorandum puts in writing what Allen's defense team said on the day he was convicted. Richard Allen plans to appeal his conviction. The memorandum says, quote, Richard Allen maintains his innocence and is hopeful that the appellate process will provide him with an opportunity to present a full defense at a second trial. One the defense said should be, quote, neutral, detached, and unbiased. If Allen gets a new trial, the full defense attorneys want could include testimony about alternative suspects and the defense's theory that Abby and Libby were killed by more than one person as part of a pagan ritual. The jury did not get a chance to hear any of that in last month's trial, after Judge Gull ruled the defense could not present those arguments. She said Allen's lawyers had not shown a direct connection between those alternative suspects and the murders. In her ruling, Gull also said testimony about ritual killings would confuse the jury. Knowing they plan to appeal, 13 News legal expert and criminal defense trial attorney Katie Jackson-Lindsay says even after tomorrow's hearing, it's not likely the public will hear from Allen's family or his lawyers.
I would expect the defense to advise Richard Allen's family not to make any statements and to provide Richard Allen not to make any statements, because anything that he says at any point for the rest of his life could be used against him in any subsequent prosecution, including an appeal.
According to the defense's memo, they also advised Allen not to give information for a pre-sentencing investigation report that Judge Gull received before the sentencing hearing. That report is used by the judge to determine how big a risk there is of Allen reoffending. The defense says they expect any sentence Allen receives basically means he'll likely spend the rest of his life in prison. In a best-case scenario, they say he might get out at age 85. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll tell you who you are likely to hear from tomorrow. Emily Longnecker, 13 News.